battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 65 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. An extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get into ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This is 2nd and 8. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Get him a yard up to the 42.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Worthy. Incomplete. Defended by DeCamerion Richardson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And
defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, go Fury. Let's go now. Red, 38. Ready?
Now run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 10 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Black 40. Hut.
On first down, it's Genty. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
Pass complete, right side to Bowers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clark Bowers, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, And sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the counter, it's Walker. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in. He's been taken. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably...
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it.
There he goes again. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
28, Chiefs nothing.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Ready. Hut.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
60 red. 60 red. Black Ultra. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, check Mega. Ready. Hut.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Here we go. Set.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Set, go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down there on a pickup of 25.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't come their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Raiders.
Stephen Walker on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yellow. 15. Our side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. Jack Bech with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Jeanty. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Check striking. Ready.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 193 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's caught by Tucker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and 6 now.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
50, green.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Raiders! Dante Thornton, 48 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 41, Chiefs 6.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another fourth down.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready, play. Set. 50, green. Black Ultra. Red, yellow. Claws red. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Got his man, it's Thornton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to be best.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chiefs 6.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Straight ahead, Walker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Attack, attack! Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it in. Complete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
I got it.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for the Raiders. 54 yards. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. No gain on the play there, second down on the play. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 77 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, you're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it. And they tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
43 rail. Blue striker. Fury, yellow. Set.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one